mobilize them to assist us. We have no money to employ people to plant seedlings and to take care of them. I've told you the state we are in.
Welcome back to your favorite channel. So we all stayed glued to the TV when Wahiga was engaging GACHAGUA through a series of issues pertaining to the Republic of Kenya. So of course we all heard, what GACHAGUA said when he, repeated his statement that about dilapidated economy, a limping economy. These are remarks that GACHAGUA have been using lately. There was a time that the CBK, gave a response to the same. But in the latest interview, GACHAGUA went again to the same statement and repeated it. And as usual, CBK did not even take time to respond. So there was a circular on the same, and CBK made it clear that all was well. If you ask me, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you that Kenya Kwanza government could be staring at a possibility of not delivering to their manifesto. Before we continue, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch the interview, and this video is what will form the basis of our analysis.
On Inauguration Day, many people thought I'm mischievous. I'm a very truthful person. We inherited a country that is in trouble. We did not actually know the extent of the RUTO. Tumepata ya kwamba iko shida mingi sana, tumekosa maneno ya foreign exchange. Hata jana tumekuwa na crisis kwa sababu pale katika benki kuu hakuna zile pesa za kigeni za kutosha za kuagiza mafuta kutoka.
So GACHAGUA never knew that, running a government would be a tough exercise until he got into office. So what we see, regarding GACHAGUA, I don't know, it could be that William Samoei Ruto is the one who's been sending GACHAGUA, or it could be that GACHAGUA is making these claims in his own personal capacity. I do not think that's the position of the government, because most of the time, the things that the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya says are not what the President says. Soon after making the claims, Central Bank Governor Patrick Njoroge, through a circular, shared his response and sought to assure the country that everything was fine. So are we staring at a possibility of being with a DP who doesn't understand how the government operates? I'm not sure about that. I don't think GACHAGUA does not understand how the government operates, because he was a DO, so that means he knows a thing or two on how the government operates. Personally, what I believe is that Kenya Kwanza is trying to play monkey business with the Kenyan people. The global prices of fuel have reduced, and in US, one barrel of fuel goes at $80. You remember previously it was a high of $120, but there was a decrease of around $40. So when GACHAGUA was put to task to explain about why the price of fuel is still high, so GACHAGUA kept saying that Kenya Kwanza inherited a dilapidated economy, a limping economy, an economy that had only 93 million shillings. So that's trying to mean that the Kenya Kwanza government cannot import oil. So when Wahiga took GACHAGUA to task to shed light on the petrol, the DP said that CBK had no money to buy or import fuel. That means we are likely to experience shortage. And if shortage is experienced, then ladies and gentlemen, there is an aspect of demand will increase. And when the relationship between demand and the supply. So when the demand is too high and the supply is low, then the prices of fuel goes high. That is what we experienced, I think, early this year, when fuel went missing. And, we had to stare at the case whereby now there is some kind of rationing of fuel, because there was deliberate attempt not to import oil unless the government revised the rates. So what we experienced during that time was total hardship. And should what GACHAGUA said in that interview be something that the government is contemplating, that is not importing because they think the the CBK does not have money, then I think we are going to have to experience this a repeat of whatever we experienced when there was shortage of fuel. That led to increase in prices because the demand had increased. So that will affect the common mwananchi. Should Rigathi Gachagua and the team fail to revise the fuel prices, then I think the basic commodities will still rise high. And I still believe that should the basic commodities rise, that will definitely cause a rebellion. And especially in Mount Kenya, most of the Mount Kenya business people own shuttles. And these shuttles depend on fuel to run. And the fuel requires money to buy them. So if the price of fuel escalate, then that means these business people will not likely get the revenue that they've been targeting. And that because the increase in fuel automatically allows them to increase their fare prices. That means should the fares hiken, then the common mwananchi will not be able to sustain their basic needs. So ladies and gentlemen, do you think Rigathi Gachagua was right to make such claims? Or do you think the position of Rigathi Gachagua was a bit personal and not related to the national government? I personally think that was a bit personal. So ladies and gentlemen, share with us what you think about Rigathi Gachagua's stand. Share with us whether you think Rigathi Gachagua understands what he says. And share our channel widely. And I'd like to say thank you so much for those who've been supporting us. And until we meet again, I'd like to say stay safe and stay blessed.